24 years after the Ogoni people declared Royal Shell a persona non grata in Ogoniland.
From today onwards, Shell is declared persona non grata in Ogoni.
Following decades of oil exploration and degradation of their environment, which United Nations have confirmed will take over 30 years to clean at the cost of $1 billion. A pan-Ogoni advocacy group known as the Saro Wiwa Associates are accusing Shell of scheming to pass through the back door and resuming oil exploration in Ogoniland. In backing up their claims, the group, led by its national coordinator, Chief Gani Toba, which had previously petitioned Nigeria's House of Representatives.
Before this honorable chamber, Mr. Speaker, and my dear colleagues, I have a petition from a lot of people here, Mr. Speaker. Protest by Chief Gani Toba on behalf of Saro Wiwa Associates.
And Nigeria's president on the said issue has presented exclusive documents to IFN TV showing proof of a grant of operatorship license for the resumption of oil exploration by the NNPC to a company known as RoboMichael under very questionable circumstances. We speak to the national coordinator of the Saro Wiwa Associates, Chief Gani Toba, on IFN TV on this burning issue. Hello and welcome to This Morning Africa with me, Green Ndume. Quite an interesting personality that I have with me today in the studio here in the IFN studio in Accra, Ghana. I have with me here Chief Gani Toba of the Saro Wiwa Associates. You're welcome to the studio.
Good morning.
Good morning. Quite a lot of issues that have been happening so far. The Ogoni crisis has been on for a very long time. What has been your take on this and recent developments in the area?
Well, you know, the history of the Ogoni people, from the beginning of our fathers, we believe in no violent struggle, and we have been following up this agitation without no violence. But we're in a society where government of different levels recognize people who carry arms against the state or against the masses. But that will not make us as a people to fall back to carrying arms. We believe that we will continue of no violent struggle that our forefathers believe in within the content of international law and the Nigerian law. But however, the federal government of Nigeria, through its agency of NNPC, MPDC and Shell, has quietly issued license to RoboMichael to be an operatorship to operate and a block.
Let's take a look at this issue that you just raised, the issue of issuing licenses. Clearly, the Ogoni people had issued declared Shell a persona non grata in the 90s, which stopped exploration on the oil fields in the area. So how is it that an oil company has been given a license again behind the closed door?
Well, you know, even in the Nigerian law, it's clearly that when a company does not operate in a place more than 15 years, that license have expired. In 2007, late President Musa Yar'Adua in Cape Town, in South Africa, stated it clearly that the federal government of Nigeria will revoke Shell license because in 1993, January 4th, Ogoni people withdrew their social license from Shell. And from that day, Shell did not operate in Ogoniland. And the current government and its agents has mostly the GMD of NNPC, because we have done several letters to the government of Nigeria and other agencies, and we have seen clearly that the NNPC and Shell are corroborated to pass through the back door to enter Ogoniland. Because if you look at in 2012, there is an agreement within the NNPC and Shell, mostly April 4th, 2012, where Shell said, look, we have transferred this assets to NNPC. In January 2016, MPDC is now doing a technical partner agreement with Shell as the technical partner. Look at these issues. Now you brought Shell. Now Shell say we have left the place. by their own law. But for us as Ogoni people, share do not exist. And you know that even the government legal license given to share will expire by 2019. And that is why all these things is playing out. So it's a gimmick from Shell.
Interesting.
Now, Shell has come back, signed agreement with MPDC. MPDC have now issued legal license to RoboMichael, a company who don't have even office. If you look at their first letter, the letter was addressed to the managing director of the company, addressed to his personal house in Abuja at his office. Now, later on, she went to get maybe a 2-room somewhere as his office in Abuja. The company that have not have any track record of doing any oil thing.
So what is actually the interest of RoboMichael in this? What is their core interest in trying to make sure that they get involved? Do they have any existing partnership with SPDC or any other company in the area?
Shell and MPDC is using them as a vehicle. They are just vehicle of...
Are they funded by Shell?
Yes, of course. Of course. So this is just a vehicle to deceive the world and deceive Ogoni people. Because they have no technical capacity, they have no finance, they have nothing to show that this is our area. They have not done any job in the oil and gas industry. It's just a company that just been registered to use it as a front to undermine the peaceful nature of Ogoni people. And they forgot that our leaders, Ken Saro Wiwa, Edward Kobone, and a lot of people have been killed on this process. So we are not saying that government of Nigeria cannot negotiate with Ogoni people and look at the template of how to resume oil exploration in Ogoniland. But if the government of Nigeria is sincere, we need to talk. We need to look at those issues that our leader raised about our environment. The company that will take care of situation of Ogoni, the company that Ogoni can believe in. So you cannot just take any other company.
What is the position of Saro Wiwa Associates on this particular issue of RoboMichael resuming oil exploration?
The Saro Wiwa Associates, within the content of Nigerian law and international law, we resist any attempt of bringing RoboMichael to Ogoniland. RoboMichael cannot get social license from the Ogoni people.
We are live here at a protest taking place right now at the NNPC office in Port Harcourt, where the Saro Wiwa Associates, a pan-Ogoni group, is leading thousands of Ogonis to protest against the encroachment of their land and the forceful entry of an oil company named RoboMichael to start drilling oil in Ogoniland. It's Green Ndume for IFN TV from Port Harcourt, Rivers State, Nigeria.
That was killed by hanging. The Ogoni 9, the Ogoni 4, 2,000 many millions of Ogoni that was murdered by the Nigerian state and their agents many years back. May peace be with them. I am calling on all the former head of state of this country and former president to meet with the president of Nigeria and see a way to resolve Ogoni case. A case that was raised by the international community, that the international community recognized that we are the people that move Shell without carrying arms. Today, any tribe, any people that want to fight, they buy arms. But Ogoni leaders have never even buy no card. But they murder them in cold blood. But still, we are the side of peace. If the government of Nigeria is interested in our oil, can we talk? Can Ogoni leaders and Ogoni people talk with them? And because there are issues before them, let them address it. Saro Wiwa, before 1993, January 4th, before we push Shell out of the land, we do not say that Shell, that there cannot be operation in Ogoni. We stated our issues and to address it. And when the government of Nigeria and Shell refused, we declare them personal no ungranted in Ogoni. No be so?
Not so! Junior brothers, actually, let me just start by first apologizing. I have been to the refinery, and it was on my way to the refinery I heard of this concern that I heard about the concern. So I finished, and it took me a while. It took me a while to come through the traffic to this place. We are very, very sorry for keeping you waiting for this length of time. We are about four, myself, Tony, the other guy, and one of your sons, one Kubari, too. But incidentally, it's in Abuja, so he should have been here as well. We are all concerned about this because we are all Rivers people, and we know the position of the Ogoni man right from the time my teacher, Saro Wiwa, died. Because you may not know, I was one of his students in comprehensive secondary school and in UST before I had the opportunity to leave. So we are all concerned about the matter. But just understand this for me. For the sake of the way you have preached, let's continue to maintain the peace. We are staff of NNPC, and truly the work of Shell is in no way connected with this office. But we are concerned because we are all in the sector in NNPC. I want you to do me this favor. Could you just pass a documentary request of what we are asking? We will, in no distant time, right away, pass it to Abuja. And we'll put it in the best of our pressure so that there will be immediate response.
Ogoni leaders, when the GMD of NNPC and the minister gave approval to a company called RoboMichael to be operatorship on OMN level, how can you, when Ogoni people raise issues, concern many years back, these issues have not been addressed? Today, you give approval to a company that lack the technical capacity, lack everything. The Ogoni oil is no more oil, have turned to blood. 9 Ogoni leaders were killed in one day, 4 was killed in one day, and 14 communities was destroyed. 2,000 Ogonis was killed in different corners of the state. More than 4,000 Ogoni are suffering a refugee in the Benin Republic that was declared wanted by the Nigerian state. That party has not been changed. All the human rights abuses that was done on our people, those things have not been changed. Today, if those issues have not been changed, a company will just come who have never drilled oil anywhere in Africa or Nigeria. Shell has been continuing to say that they are not interested in oil level in Ogoni field. And I put the proof to the Nigerian people and the world today. Shell have wrote in application to the NNPC to renew their license on OMN level. Shell is also using RoboMichael as a vehicle to take Ogoni oil. Remember, Shell have 45%, federal government have 55%, NPDC hold the 55% of federal government. In 2018, the same company have signed technical partner agreement with NPDC, who are they deceiving? The demand of Ogoni people today, we are demanding that the NNPC should reverse the approval given to RoboMichael today.
We do not want Shell again in Ogoniland to whatever guys, through NPDC or through RoboMichael. Simple.
It's very simple. We want Shell, first of all, to apologize for murdering the Ogoni sons and daughters. Secondly, they should call for a round table and we compromise and we will not tell them what we want. It's very simple.
I will police say that I'm an associate.
Thank you very much. Round of applause.
For two reasons. When I was chief editor of Daily Times, Ken wrote articles for me for more than 5 years. We'll give our word. Ken Jr. was my friend.
I know.
Even his driver, the Ghanaian, when he was living in Abuja, he was always coming to me. So once again, on behalf of the GMD of NNPC, Dr. Mekantiba, we welcome you to his premises.
Thank you.
We have listened to you, and we equally thank you, the leader, for all the efforts you have been making for the corporation. As I said earlier, when you wrote the GMD on the pipeline issue he raised at the press conference, he mentioned it to me. And I told him, GMD, this gentleman that wrote this loves the corporation. And we appreciate you. And to all my brothers and sisters, associates, because I'm a fellow now, we thank you.
Thank you, sir.
In particular, all your demands have been noted. At least you have put it in writing. We have heard from you. And what I will do, I will package all this with my colleagues here to the group managing director. And I will assure all of you that we'll look into it critically and we'll get back to you.
According to the coordinator of the Saro Wiwa Associates, the protest will continue until their demands are met. I'm Fairfellow Peter, reporting for IFM TV.